Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Gopinath Radhe Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Jai Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Radhe Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol हरिनाम संकीर्तन की हरे कृष्ण मंत्र की शिल प्रभुपाद की गौर प्रेमानंदे Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Madhav Shri Radhe जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर श्री राधे जय राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधा वृंदावन चंद्र श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय सुदर्शन चक्र जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल जय गौर प्रेमानंदे कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदा is Mahaprabhu comes, and at that time there were only three residents in Kashi. One is Tapan Mishra, another is Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, which is his son, and Chandrasekhar Vaidya. That's what. But Mahaprabhu tells Raghunath Bhatt that a duty of a boy is to serve. You are a Brahmin. I am a Kayastha, means born in the low. have prasad with Mahaprabhu, and he also many times have got the remnants. So Mahaprabhu, Raghunath Bhatta will be introduced to Swarup Damodar at that time. He is the one who is guiding, who is the principal associate of Mahaprabhu. Will be also seeing about whereabouts of Raghunath Bhatta. Raghunath Bhatta, another quality of Raghunath Bhatta is a very great cook. Mahaprabhu is so impressed when he cooks very nicely, and Mahaprabhu tastes that, and then he feels that, you have a lot of devotional in that when you are cooking, and I can feel that. So sometimes it is only because he has already done the Sukriti service to the Mahaprabhu, and he, during that time when he was serving him in Kashi, when Mahaprabhu takes the food, he takes the remnants also. So because of that, he feels very ecstatic symptoms. So here, not only he got opportunity to stay with Mahaprabhu, to join Mahaprabhu for Mahaprasad, and also he also got the opportunity to have his remnants. So he serves again for 8 months. Actually, this time he stays for 8 months in Puri with Mahaprabhu. Then what happens is, Mahaprabhu says, now you still have some time that you need to wait for me. Now you have to go back to Kashi, right? And go back to Kashi, stay with your... so this is the time where he spends from the middle age until 28, and this is the time he got the instructions. I think I mixed up, but this is the time he says he will... So while he was serving his parents, at some point of time, Tapan Mishra passes away, disappears. He leaves the world, and then Raghunath Bhatt has nothing to do with in Varanasi, so he again thinks to come back to Puri. That time Mahaprabhu, seeing Raghunath Bhatta, has specially gifted him a Gunjamala, which is a 10-foot garland, basically a 10-foot garland of Tulasi leaves, along with this is being worn by Lord Jagannath in Puri. So he gifts him that, and he also gets unspiced betel. Generally betel nut we take in pan, right? So that it is avoid that in Gaudiya Parampara we should not be taking the betel nut and the pan and all that. But this is unspiced, and Mahaprabhu gifts that this will be offered to Jagannath also. So this unspiced betel nut has been given as a gift to Raghunath, because he gets very much impressed. Mahaprabhu, the way he exhibits his ecstatic symptoms, he devotion towards him, and his scriptural knowledge, and his seriousness in the knowing about the actual goal of life, Mahaprabhu impressed. Another greatest gift that Raghunath Bhatta has got is Mahaprabhu has given the Kanthi Mala. From his neck he has taken out the Kanthi Mala and he has given to Raghunath Bhatta. Such a great devotee that we are very fortunate to remember, right? Another greatest talent of Raghunath Bhatta, the why Mahaprabhu likes very much, even when he was there in Kashi, he can read each verse of Bhagavatam in 4 meters. And he has got such a singing talent that when he recites that, it's just that you can just feel Krishna's presence and Radharani's presence that much. Everybody who listens to that beautiful voice, how he recites, Mahaprabhu just gets that trembling, Ashrukanpa, everything, right? That tears and ecstatic symptom, just by reciting this. And he always, whenever Raghunath Bhatta is there, he used to say, just sing this Bhagavatam for me in 4 different varieties. Then he also says that how long you're going to stay in Puri, you have to go and meet Rupa and Sanatan in Vrindavan, actually. Because Rupa and Sanatan are already being instructed by Mahaprabhu, and they're staying in Vrindavan, writing a lot of scriptures and feeling the bhav of Radharani, and staying that Radhakund and Shyamkund. So he says that you have to go and meet them, stay there and do some service, and then take their instruction, right? Then so Raghunath Bhatta travels to Vrindavan based on the order of Mahaprabhu. there after reading, there also the same thing happens. After going there, Rupa and Sanatan feels very ecstatic seeing him, like, this is a great opportunity receiving Raghunath Bhatta, and because they have been hearing about him a lot, but they have not seen him basically. And then they will ask daily, they're just, his job is to just recite Bhagavatam in front of them, and Rupa and Sanatan are so much devotionally involved and immersed in the ecstatic feelings that they couldn't even come out of the devotional mood when Raghunath Bhatta is doing that. That's the only service, just sing Bhagavatam for some time in Vrindavan. That's what he's doing in front of Rupa and Sanatan. Then what happened is, then they also find one of the greatest quality in Raghunath Bhatta, that he never listens to any gossip or Vaishnava Ninda. Any time Vaishnava Ninda happens, he'll just come out, he'll just convince them that not, just stop it, like you cannot do anything, especially in Vrindavan. All throughout his lifetime, that is his habit. No Vaishnava Ninda or making any gossip of anyone. So Raghunath Bhatta is very sincere soul that he practiced that practically. So that's what it's mentioned, one of the greatest Vaishnava qualities. Raghunath, if you see the family lineage, the reason why in Vrindavan he is still connected to Kashi is because Raghunath Bhatta's father Tapan Mishra and his father, everybody is very dear to the kings that time when they are ruling actually, because they know this movement, Mahaprabhu's movement, and they kind of getting all the information and devotional topics, hearing the devotional topics from Tapan Mishra and all. So those kings are also very much attracted and very used to listen to these people, right? So even though Tapan Mishra is there in Kashi and Raghunath Bhatt is in Vrindavan, they are in touch and they used to take the instructions and follow the orders of them actually. So that's the reason. That's the reason the family lineage, they're all surrendered to Mahaprabhu, but they kept the kings also intact to understand this movement and glorify Mahaprabhu. One of the things that I forgot to mention is this Ramdas Vishwas also gets to, there is a big feast that Sarup Damodar Govindan arranges. At that time even Ramdas Vishwas also comes to Mahaprabhu and praise obeisances. But how people might ask the question why he is only blessing Raghunath Bhatta and why not Ramdas Vishwas? Because Ramdas Vishwas' motive is to get liberation, basically. So he doesn't want bhakti, he wants liberation. Though he is chanting Ramnam and he has learned of all the scriptures, his motive is different. So Mahaprabhu recognizes very fast, identifies him, and then he just doesn't bless him, he just leaves whatever he wants, which he will get, but he is not blessed like Raghunath Bhatta basically. So that's an important point that when I was trying to understand, it was mentioned there. After Raghunath Bhatta carries this beads from Mahaprabhu and this Gunjamala, Tulsi garland, beautiful descriptions of this is given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I thought of mentioning in my dissemination. So there are very nice description of Tulsi garland, how it's a 10-foot garland being worn by Lord Jagannath himself. So with that, when he used to pray to those beads and then see those Gunjamala, he used to feel so much ecstatic symptoms that even Rupa and Sanatan couldn't really, able to stop him. So that much ecstatic symptoms he used to feel. So finally, with the association of Rupa and Sanatan, he feels like he has to build a temple for Radha Govindji. He wants to build a temple for Radha Govindji because he sees that at that time there is not much temples available for Krishna, and there is no opportunity for people to surrender or basically pray or offer anything to Krishna. So he orders the king to build a temple, and then Radha Govind temple in Vrindavan is built only because of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, which is the greatest architecture. I mean, if we have to build a temple, anyone, it's very difficult. Such a nice temple was built by the king as soon as the thing. And also Radharani always blesses him because he is one of the Manjaris, which we will come to know. she used to protect always. He never used to slip on his sadhana, or he never used to forget his goal. Having association with Rupa and Sanatana, Radharani is his work is always protected. He never lost. I mean, he didn't write much books. There is not much books, but whatever he is the small realizations he has done and the work he has done been protected, and his devotion is always protected by Radharani. Srinivas Acharya, after passing away, this glorification is Srinivas Acharya is doing, like how he and the photo that you are doing is the samadhi of all the three in Vrindavan, basically. So, Radha Govind, it's near that Shamkund Radha Kund only. Radha Damodar, yeah. So I have not seen him. Yeah. So if somebody can read this, this realization, you will understand how much attracted to Raghunath Bhatta it is. As I look upon the Samadhi tomb of Raghunath Bhatta, my heart breaks and my eyes are awash with tears. But who is not overjoyed as soon as he hears Raghunath Bhatta Goswami's glories? That's the ecstatic symptoms that Srinivas Acharya Prabhu is feeling now. He was telling that because they have associated with them. He was such an expert teacher of all the scriptures that even Brihaspati would joyfully cheer upon hearing Raghunath's explanations of Vaishnava doctrine. There is nothing to which his discourses on the Bhagavad can be compared. Even Vyasa himself wishes to sit and listen to him speak, knowing that this will bring him happiness. Even the gods are astonished when they observe his devotional practices. Such a realized soul is there in our line of disciplic succession. When the devotees heard Srinivas Acharya glorify Sri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami in this way, they fell into the ground and offered their respects. Then they continued on the Govindji. Raghunath Bhatta is, after building the temple, he got very attracted to the lotus feet of Radha Govindji. And when he realized that Mahaprabhu and his confidant Chand Prabhu left the world, he lost completely. So he has left his soul on the feet of Radha Govindji in 1579, maybe sometimes it is 1580. And if you see in Gaudiya Vaishnavism, he is revealed the spiritual identity of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is that of Ragamanjari. Actually, she is the one who is one of the principal associates of Radharani, intimate maidservants of Radharani in the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So that's why he has been always protected, and he has showed the devotion in practice with his either the scriptural work or his ecstatic service to Mahaprabhu, and with a lot of devotion. So this concludes Raghunath Bhatta Goswami's life story in a glimpse. Now we will jump into Raghunath Das Goswami. If you see, Raghunath Das Goswami also comes onto the same timeline, right? Raghunath Das Goswami has a lot of dramatic, I couldn't condense his pastimes in some slides. Raghunath Bhatta has comparatively little lesser information that when referring to a lot of books. Raghunath Das Goswami is even more, I would say equally they are kind of serving Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu. The same mood. And right away, Raghunath Das Goswami, his spiritual identity is as a Manjari. In Krishna Leela it is said, he is Rasa Manjari, some say he is Rasa Manjari, some say he is Rati Manjari, and Bhanumati actually. And this is told in Gaur Ganadesha Deepika. So these are all principal associates, so you can't compare them, their devotion to anyone actually. So he is born in 1416, 1503 actually, right? which is 1494 AD. You saw 1503 he is born, Raghunath Bhatta, and he is born, Raghunath Das is born in 1494. Again, he is also born in Bengal because there is a lot of work that's being done to protect their birthplaces to the places where they have got religious initiations and all that. In Bengal, Guru Maharaj, Jayapatak Maharaj is also trying to secure more places there because these are very valuable places for Gaudi Parampara. Now it is called the town of Saptagram. The Saptagram is, Sapta means 7. There are 7 villages together in that, in the Hooghly district. So this is, now if you go and identify in Bengal, it is Adi Saptagram as the railway station, and he is born in the bank of Saraswati river. So he is a son of Govardhan Mujumdar, and uncle is Hiranya Mujumdar. Mother's name is also unknown here, try to find out. But there is a lot of depiction and details around Hiranya Mujumdar and Govardhan Mujumdar. So there is a lot of detail. Govardhan Mujumdar and Hiranya Mujumdar, they are disciples of Advaita Acharya actually. So they are already connected. So they are connected through their uncle. You will see actually Kalidas. So their uncle, the uncle is Kalidas, right? Who is coming in the same family of Govardhan Mujumdar, and there is a priest in their family called Balramacharya, and Balramacharya and Yadunandan Acharya actually. See, this Balramacharya is the disciple, direct disciple of Advaita Chandra Prabhu, Advaita Gosai, right? And they used to live in Shankanagra, and they are Advaita Acharya. So they used to hear the teachings and orders to take instructions, and even Advaita Acharya used to reciprocate. They used to be in Advaita Acharya is also in touch in giving instructions and all that. So that way the family is already connected to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if you see, so when Advaita Acharya Prabhu is there, obviously he has introduced Haridas Thakur. When one time Haridas Thakur was introduced to the family, at that time Raghunath Das Goswami happened to see Haridas Thakur for the first time. And because Haridas Thakur, he goes to Haridas Thakur, Haridas Thakur comes during the time when Haridas Thakur, Ramchandra Khan has sent the prostitute to Haridas Thakur and Haridas Thakur delivers her. She became a disciple. After that episode, he comes to this Shankanagra Gram, some place there. They say this is where this Balram Acharya is wanted to serve Haridas Thakur. At that time, Raghunath Das Goswami was put in for service to Haridas Thakur. So when he sees Haridas Thakur, he gets attracted too much. He'll see, wow, what a great disciple. What he's doing is impossible. You know, we all know Haridas Thakur used to chant 300,000, 3 lakh names every day. And then how is it possible? We don't know basically, but this is like in one of the places, Raghunath Das Goswami used to do 100,000 names in a day. And when I researched how 100,000 names is possible, like, we do 16 rounds, right? I realized that the chanting starts at around 2 a.m. in the morning and goes till 10 a.m. in the morning without uninterruptedly, and they complete all the 128 rounds. That is 1 lakh names of Krishna. And then they will go. But later on, Raghunath Das Goswami, you will see, he will do 22 and a half hours chanting. At the end of his life, he has grown to that level actually. So you see how much dedication this Raghunath Das Goswami, bhakti towards Krishna and then belief in the holy name. That's what we need to understand. Raghunath Das Goswami initially was a little boy when he met Haridas Thakur actually, and Haridas was very merciful, you know. And this mercy was the reason that he later able to attain the company of, because he explained everything about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He explained the significance of holy name, and then he understood that a saintly person what is the goal of life, what a saintly person has to do all through his life, and then how to attain this, and that mercy always flows through senior Vaishnavas and Acharyas, and luckily Raghunath Das has got that opportunity. If you see the background of Hiranya and Govardhan Mujumdar, we can say that Raghunath Das Goswami is born in a very opulent family, and you can't even measure the opulence, that much opulent. If you see, it was told that Hiranya and Hiranya Mujumdar and Govardhan Mujumdar had an annual income of 800,000 rupees, which is 8 lakhs. Just to give you a comparison, at that time, 1 rupee can buy 350 lbs of rice, 650 lbs of rice. 1 rupee. That is the social state of Hiranya Mujumdar and Govardhan Mujumdar. And that lineage, in that family, Raghunath Das Goswami is born. And what is he trying to understand? He's not looking at how much they are earning, how much tax they are collecting. He wants to just surrender to the Lord. That is his whole idea. Then when Mahaprabhu comes all the way, while he is traveling to Puri, he stops at Shantipur actually. So then the first time he comes to know, oh, I really want to see Mahaprabhu. So then he convinces his parents that I want to go and see Mahaprabhu. So then what happens is Advaita Acharya was there, so he invites because in Shantipur Advaita Acharya was there, so Advaita Acharya says, okay, you come and see. Mahaprabhu is coming, and he orders Balram Acharya and Hiran Govinda Mudamdar also to come and take darshan of Mahaprabhu. So that time, Raghunath Das Goswami gets first time association of Mahaprabhu. So look at the patterns that are going on. So at that time, since he is a strong relation and a disciple of Advaita Acharya, he gets the opportunity of eating the remnants of Mahaprabhu. So this is where the whole thing turns. But that is the difference between our normal devotees, where we don't get chance to eat remnants of great Vaishnavas so often actually, and these Acharyas are eating the remnants of Mahaprabhu straight away. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu means they just will transcend like anything. So that time, because of association of Advaita Acharya, he got to eat the remnants of Mahaprabhu. Then what happens is, after eating, Raghunath Das Goswami surrenders fully, and then he was brought back to his place, right, in Bengal. Then he starts feeling intense separation, because Mahaprabhu proceeds to Puri, Vrindavan, and then he keeps thinking about Mahaprabhu, how nice, what an association, and he wants to serve Mahaprabhu, but it's not possible with the setup that where he is in the family situation where he is in. Then Raghunath Das Goswami wants to run away. He keeps running away from house constantly actually. So then Govardhan Mujumdar and his wife decides, this person is not able to get controlled, so he has to be guarded all the time. So they have put 11 servants, and out of the 11 servants, four servants and 5 guards and 2 Brahmins, who constantly, their job is to watch him, what he is doing, so that he doesn't run away. And Raghunath Das Goswami always tries to see how to get out of this home, how to reach Mahaprabhu. That's the whole plan that is going in the background. Then 1513, that time Lord Nityanand Prabhu visits again Shantipura during his travel to Vrindavan. Then Raghunath again convinces his parents, saying we have to go and see the Lord. Then all the 11 guards, parents, all goes to see Mahaprabhu. So that time what happens is Raghunath Das Goswami, the parents said, okay, you go with, we won't come, you go with people, but you go with guards and everyone, but you have to come back, right? That's the deal Raghunath was asked. That time he goes and, all the Panihatti pastime is happening at this point of time, where he hides and sees Lord Nityananda Prabhu slowly. And then finally Nityananda Prabhu identifies him and he calls him and he calls him and he tells, you are a thief. This is Danda Mahotsav. This is that I'm going to give you a punishment, and that punishment is you use. I don't know what you do across all these villages. You have to distribute the chida dahi, the yogurt rice, and the rice with milk. You have to distribute the whole, and that pastime like goes on, and he uses all the money he has got there to distribute the chida dahi to all the villagers and the devotees that has come, and then and Raghunath expresses his intolerable feelings actually. This is the Chaitanya Charitamrita that's being described here. That time, okay, that is Chida Dahi is different actually. Sorry, that's I think I jumped into. At this time, he meets Mahaprabhu and then he expresses. Raghunath Das Goswami expresses that I'm not able to stay at home. I'm not able to stay separate from you. I have to come with you. So just give me something, tell me something what I have to do. Then Mahaprabhu really immediately instructs, don't be mad like this. And he talks about Markat Vairagya, which we all know. Markat Vairagya is nothing but a Falgu Vairagya kind of thing. It's a monkey renunciation. Monkeys, as we see, looks like really renounced because they are naked, wandering in forest, eating berries. They don't have a home. Like any animal can make, some animals can live in caves. They don't have home, but they have intense sexual desire. This is the most species having the sexual desire. So don't be like that. You have to conduct yourself very organized. Just control your feelings and be an orderly man in the family, but internally you try to remember, do the sadhana, do the practice, and remember me. That's it. That's the instruction Mahaprabhu gives by giving a lot of this thing actually. So all these are temporary renunciation. Markata Vairagya is a Falgu Vairagya is a temporary renunciation. Sprashana Vairagya is a temporary. All these are renunciations that stays for a certain amount of time. The real renunciation is like naturally leave everything, right? And then attract towards Krishna. This is what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains. So when he comes back, because Mahaprabhu told to go back and be orderly, then what happens is Hiranya Majumdar and Govardhan Majumdar, what happens is there is a small transaction problem that happened because at the end of the day, whatever the taxes they have to collect, they have to give it back to the king. That time the king was Chaudhary actually. So the king, they used to give only part of the amount, not the whole amount actually. So the king used to observe that there is 300,000 rupees, which is 3 lakh rupees missing every time, month on month, and then he sends people to Govardhan Majumdar family home, but notices that they have been absconding. What they do is they realize that king is sending. Even that is not the problem of Govardhan Majumdar, Hiranya Majumdar. There is a middleman person who is handing over this money to king, but that middle person makes some mischief and he doesn't give the money to king. So the problem comes back to Hiranya Majumdar and Govardhan Majumdar. So they escapes from the home and they will be out of the home. Then what happens is one day king feels very frustrated, and then he comes directly to the home, and then he sees Raghunath Das is there at home, and he arrests him actually. He says that I don't know, I need the money and it's your responsibility. Your father and your uncle has cheated me, so I'm arresting you, and he will take back, and he will think to punish him severely so that the money will come, right? So you have to think he's not only scholarly, he's not only very well renounced internally, and he not only scriptural knowledge, but he has also worldly knowledge. What happens is he tells the king, you look like my uncle. You king, you look my uncle, right? You look like my uncle. And my uncle means you're a father to me actually. Generally, my brothers, uncles means my father, Hiran Majumdar, my uncle Hiran Majumdar and my father Govardhan Majumdar are also brothers to you. And conflicts happens between brothers, but that won't stay forever, and it gets resolved very quickly, and then they will become again very friendly. And he asked the king, you are like now my fatherly figure to me. Do you want to punish me, punish a son, a dependent on you, a family member of yours? So think about it. Like that he really pleads, and he just says these words, and king really starts crying. His heart melts. No, what I'm doing is wrong. I mean, I have to deal with directly with his parents, but not Raghunath Das. And also, king was in a fear that how if I do something, then all this section people will come and rebel on me, right? So after that, then he just vexed up. I mean, with all this whole thing, and then he slowly goes into the Panihati Chida Dahi thing. Actually, this is actually the pastimes of Panihati Chida Dahi. So Nityanand Prabhu gives the punishment. This is at this time he will come. He will go to Nityanand Prabhu. Somehow he comes to know Nityanand Prabhu is coming to Shantipura, and then there is a Panihati fest. He doesn't know there is a festival is going, but he just sees Nityanand Prabhu and feels the same ecstatic symptoms. Nityanand Prabhu punishes him to give all the Chida Dahi to all the people. So he gives it. Then after the whole festival is done, then he goes and asks Nityanand Prabhu, oh Lord, I can't describe my feelings of separation from Mahaprabhu. When will I come to see him? When will I get to opportunity to serve him? Then Nityanand Prabhu says, in this Panihati Chidadai festival, the Mahaprabhu came. He is so impressed by your devotion and your service that he has taken the Chidadahi from me, and then he has seen you. And because you have done this service, he has taken away all the problems, all the obstacles in your life. Now very soon you are going to meet him. So he get that instruction after the Chidadahi festival. And so, this also happened that, as you know, he places his feet on his head, and that is when all this Mahaprabhu's mercy flows to him, where all his troubles or obstacles gets. Now we will see how these obstacles are getting, because he is already guarded by many people. So what happened one time is, this Yadunandan Acharya, they come to a gram, I think there is a village name. They stay there, which is near to this Chidadahi festival. There is a temple nearby in that gram, actually, and in that temple there is a priest. Somehow what happens is that priest stopped coming and do worship to the lords, and the lordship are left out without worship, actually. So the Yadunandan Acharya says, actually this priest is not coming, so accompany me. We both will go and talk to that priest, and then convinces him, find out what is his problem, so that he can come and serve in the temple. The temple thing happens. What is the most significant thing that to observe here is, here Yadunandan Acharya is taking Raghunath Das alone. So the guards are left out, actually. So only both of them goes. Then Raghunath Das thinks, this is a wonderful opportunity for me to escape. So what happens is, Raghunath says to Yadunandan Acharya, saying, Prabhu, just leave this matter to me. I will go to the priest, I will convince him, and then I will get him to the temple. You go do your thing. You don't need to come all the way, right? So Raghunath Das, what happens is, he goes to the priest place. He tells that you should not be doing, you have to serve the lordships. And then he convinces, but instead of returning back, he just runs from there. He runs so intelligently that he is running from Shantipura, he has to reach Puri, actually, right? He doesn't pick any highways, any main roads where it is cleared. He goes inside the forest. Actually. Literally, he doesn't know the directions, but he literally within the forest, he tries to go within the trees, and within the forest, he used to just stop at place where there is Goshala, asks them some milk, only from some milk, and to just get the energy. So like that, he ran 30 miles a day in the forest, actually, just to meet Mahaprabhu. So which means the 360 miles he covered in 12 days and reached Puri, actually. So that is the intense devotion that he is feeling, actually, as you can see. Oh. Then, after getting to know that Raghunath Das has come, immediately Mukund Datta informs that about his arrival. He really, really feels very ecstatic. And Raghunath and Mahaprabhu embraces him directly. So, Mahaprabhu says, you stay here. You anyway came, so stay here. Have all the services what you have to do. Increase your devotional service. Then what happens is Raghunath thinks that, okay, where will he eat? Now Mahaprabhu tells Swarup Damodar again to arrange food and all that to him, and but this time what he says is, again he's progressing in his renunciation actually. His renunciation is so much that he decides to beg in front of the Simhadwar of Lord Jagannath temple. Whoever comes, just whatever he gives, he will eat. That's how he decides. And whatever minimum amount of food he wants, he used to take that and he used to live. And he used to continue his devotion, doing his rounds. So in Lord Jagannath temple, he was doing begging, and then he was eating. And Mahaprabhu comes to know actually. Mahaprabhu comes to know where is Raghunath Das? Why he is not coming to our food? I mean, where everybody takes, all the associates will take. Then somebody informs Mahaprabhu that he is near Simhadwara. Then Mahaprabhu gets really impressed. Wow, he's really getting that renunciation naturally. If such a feelings he's getting, means he's renouncing, he's in a right path. Mahaprabhu thinks, and then he waits to see what happens. But after some time, he feels that, Raghunath Das begging every day, he feels like, what is this I'm doing? I'm eating something, I'm waiting for the food. I'm expecting something from others. I'm expect to fill my stomach. This is not correct. This is, he compares himself to a prostitute where she waits for the men to come. Instead, he feels also the same way. I should not be waiting for food like this. I have to get away from this place. And then he will stop begging also. And after this, he goes to Goshala. He goes to the cow house, cow places, farms. And then, you know what he used to do? What happens generally is, cows, we give cow food, right? In that cow food, the grains will also be there. What cows does is, they eat the grains. You know how the cows eat, they eat and then they will again swallow and they will again get it, they will eat again. Like that, many times it happens actually. That's the process they eat. So they used to chew this food and finally they could not eat the grains after some time. What they used to do is, they will spit those grains. What Raghunath Das used to do is take those grains, wash it, and then he used to eat. Whatever the cow chewed food in the cow farmhouses, he used to collect that, he used to eat. Just because he doesn't want to depend on anyone, he doesn't want anybody to serve him, and use his sadhana, just minimum how much amount he want, he used to eat it. That is the level of renunciation he used to feel. Later, Mahaprabhu listens. Again he will ask, where is Raghunath? Raghunath is in cow houses. He is eating some remnants there. Then Mahaprabhu rushes and comes and says, what? Raghunath, you are eating this? Such a delicious food and such a nice food you are eating without offering to me, without giving it to me? I don't like it. I want it. And then Mahaprabhu puts his hand in his hand, takes a morsel and eats that food. And Raghunath Das could not do anything. And when Mahaprabhu puts his hand again in his hand of Raghunath Das, immediately Srinivas Acharya catches that hand. So, Mahaprabhu, what are you doing? This is not the food you have to eat. We can't see you eating this food. Please stop. Please stop. The descriptions, the beautiful descriptions are described in this nice Chaitanya Charitamrita verses, that how Raghunath Das, Swarup Damodar actually, right? These nice incidents. Mahaprabhu and, when Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu disappears from this world, Raghunath Das gets intense separation. His separation really, really increases. He doesn't know what to do, right? I think here also in this pastime, what happens is at one time Mahaprabhu gets during that food morsel thing, right? Mahaprabhu gets pleased with his renunciation, and he also gives a Shila, a Govardhan Shila, actually. Govardhan Shila to Govardhan Shila and a Mala, actually. Another Gunja Mala he gives to Raghunath Das also. So he takes that and he feels very, very, happy that gift that he got from Mahaprabhu. He used to worship very, very intensely, actually. Then he doesn't know what to do. Then he thinks that no, this separation is intense. I cannot leave anymore. I wanted to just break my head with this Shila and jump in Vrindavan. Actually, that's it, Radhakund, and then sacrifice my life. For that, he goes to Rupa and Sanatana and asks that this is a feeling, I'm feeling intense separation. I'm planning to die. You please give me permission. Rupa and Sanatana says, what? What are you talking? You cannot die. This is not the way to just end your life. Your life is very glorious. You are feeling intense separation. You have a great scriptural knowledge. You have great devotion. They want him to write some books and then share his realizations in Vrindavan. Then in that separation, Raghunath Das used to pay 1,000 obeisances to deities, 2,000 obeisances to devotees, chanting 1 lakh names. That is the intense of devotion that grows within him, actually. It is so intense that can't able to measure that how much he is dedicated to Mahaprabhu and holy name, actually. Daily he is paying just by drinking. He stopped eating solids at that time. He doesn't want to eat any more solids. He stopped that, even that cow grain thing, all that is also gone. He just drinks some milk and he lives, and that also in 1 time in a day, and that's how he used to live. So look at, this is the samadhi of Raghunath Das in the Vrindavan, actually. All his schedule is bathe 3 times in a day in Radhakund and serve the Lordship 22 hours, actually 22.5 hours. Just 1.5 hour he used to sleep. Just used to sleep and eat. That's it he used to use. The rest of the time he used to just either write books or chant the holy names, 1 lakh names, and serve the Lordships. So during his whole thing, that time I saw so many books written by Raghunath Das. These are many most renowned ones. Stavavali, Sri Dhanacharitra, Dhanakeli Chintamani, and Mukta Charita. All are very, very high level. If we read, maybe I don't understand anything in this. So that's a kind of devotional details that he has written. Is all from the grace and from the kripa of Srimati Radharani, that he has been always protected. There is also one pastime of Raghunath Das Goswami. Just want to check the time. 6:30 or 4? Oh my God. Okay, I didn't come to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So one of the pastimes, one time Raghunath still he is taking milk and he just gets stomach upset and he just falls in the ashram for many days. Then one of the associates of Mahaprabhu comes and he checks and he sees that he brings 2 doctors, and then those 2 doctors comes and say he has stomach upset. He has eaten so much kheer in the milk and milk rice that he got this stomach upset, actually. Then he said he doesn't cook at all. Where does he get all this, actually? So he was directly the way he is serving the Lordships. After the Lordship, after his puja, he has to offer some bhoga. Then bhoga he used to cook in his mind and offer, and that offered food he used to take. and the kind of devotion he has exhibited. There is some other pictures that you see tigers, and he lives in a forest like that type of now. Tigers and everything come and nicely stay with him while he is chanting. Nothing can do, actually, and he was. Then when they told, people got shocked, actually. So that is the level of devotion he is doing, actually. He also thought the Radhakund and Shamkund was very bad shape that time, actually. So he was thinking intensely in mind, something I have to do to revamp this. So suddenly what happens when pure devotees thinks, this is one of the example, pure devotees thinks, one Brahmana in Badrinath was doing left and right donations to revamp Ganga and Ghats and all that. Then Krishna appears as his guru, and then he tells that stop these donations, you have to go to Vrindavan, meet Raghunath Das, and then do what he says actually. So that Brahmana from Badrinath travels all the way to Vrindavan, meets Raghunath Das, and then he orders, why don't you just do the revamp of Shamkund, and he does that, and that project is completed. And because of Raghunath Das, both the kunds have been being. Finally, he left his body. I think he's left his world in the month of Ashwin, 1586, and it's a great devotional story. Actually, we have to see. I don't know. We should continue. This is another 6 slides. 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll try to cover quickly. Now comes Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, which most of us know. He is very renowned author of our favorite Chaitanya Charitamrita. So let's learn and hear about his glories very quickly. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami parents are Bhagirada and Sunanda, and he is also born in Bengal, which is Jamatpura near the Salara railway station. Jamatpura lies 4 miles west of Naihati in the Katwa block of Burdwan district. When anybody wants to really identify the real birthplace, this is exactly it is. And he used to have his personal deities, Gaurnitai, which has been taken over by the villagers, and they still worship the deities in this hometown. But apparently what happens is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also comes to Vrindavan in his all stages, because this whole Acharya association is happening in Vrindavan. Rupa, Sanatana, Raghunath Bhatt, Raghunath Das, everybody. So everybody wants to go to Vrindavan and just glorify Mahaprabhu. Right? That's what is happening. He has no descendants, so the villagers are continuing the worship there. So he is born in 1520 AD and he left this world in 1616 or 16. So this is much later than Raghunath Das or Raghunath, but he stayed for more time actually. So he got the opportunity to do the glorification of Mahaprabhu's autobiography. He is called Kaviraj. Kaviraj means usually the name is given in those days for 2 reasons. One is he is an Ayurvedic physician actually, so people who knows Ayurveda or a doctor like that will be given a name title as Kaviraj. But he is also Kaviraj because he is also well learned in scriptures actually, very learned in scriptures actually. And how he got attracted actually. So he was born in Brahman or Kaista or anything, nothing much basically. But he was never being judged. His directions or instructions are always taken. His preachings are always received, very well received. And he is the greatest Vaishnava according to Chaitanya Charitamrita says that. We don't know his marital status. People say he stayed through his life as brahmachari, Naishtik brahmachari throughout his life. That has helped him in his devotion also, basically. So his spiritual identity is in Rajalila. It is said that he is a Ratnarekha Manjari or Kasturi Manjari according to others. Some identify. Again, these are very principal associates of Radharani. They are not like anyone who has come and serving in our Gaudiya Sampradaya actually. And if you see, Krishnadas had a brother Shyamdas. I mean, there is a little bit of story here. So Shyamdas used to only the problem of Shyamdas is Ramdas used to only believe Mahaprabhu. He doesn't believe Nityanand Prabhu actually, which is another pattern here, like what happens within his family. One day what happens is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami invites Miniketan Ramdas, which is another greatest devotee of Mahaprabhu, for a 24-hour kirtan, and invites Lord Nityanand Prabhu also. But what happens there, this Miniketan Ramdas was performing all kinds of acts because he is already in ecstatic mood, a kind of avadhuta kind of acts is playing, but in line with whoever is in the display section of Nityanand Prabhu will have that kind of behavior because they are very advanced devotees actually. There is a person called Gunaranav Mishra, a priest who is also a scholarly person, comes and he disrespects Lord Nityanand. He doesn't pay obeisances to Lord Nityanand Prabhu. Then Nityanand Prabhu sees and he leaves actually. And after seeing this Miniketan Ramdas felt very offensive because he doesn't treat Nityanand Prabhu different. He told that just like what happened to Romaharshan Muni, here is another one who is rising, so he should get the punishment. Like that, some kind of debate happened, and then Shyamdas argues with this Miniketan, and Miniketan and gets upset with Shyamdas because Shyamdas also in the similar lines. He also doesn't believe in Lord Nityanand Prabhu. So he just breaks his flute, and he was playing the flute in front of others, doing Krishna dance steps, like imitating Radharani, something like that he was doing because he's very, highest devotion, Madhurya Bhav, Prema Bhav and all that actually. So when Krishnadas explains Shyamdas what is Nityananda Prabhu and what is the glories of Nityananda Prabhu, and he just vehemently denies his understanding, Nityanand Prabhu in his heart will give blessings to Kaviraj Goswami, actually, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He feels like you are really a great devotee and you understood the whole crux of this movement and about Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu. So Shyamdas obviously gets destroyed. He falls in the devotion. He just has to get out of Vrindavan and everything happens actually. And it is a very custom from then onwards. Krishnadas has this habit of writing a lot of books. Every time when he writes the books, this is the preface. This is how he starts. He begins each chapter of the Chaitanya Charitamrita with invocations of Mahaprabhu and his associates like Nityanand Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, and concludes each chapter with the prayer for the service to the lotus feet of Rupa and Raghunath Goswamis. That is how he is maintaining his mood. He is serving his previous acharyas by starting and ending actually. That time, Krishnadas agrees to present a synopsis of those events already described. Yeah, this is one pastime. What happens is, I will quickly tell this. What happens is, Vrindavan, Vishnu Chakra Thakur, he is the author of Chaitanya Mangal and Chaitanya Bhagavat actually. In the Chaitanya Mangal and Chaitanya Bhagavat, yeah. He writes a lot of descriptions of Krishna actually. He describes the descriptions of Krishna. Here what happens is, before that I just want to say this Madan Mohan deity, he is more attracted to the Madan Mohan deity. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, all his work he used to offer to the Madan Mohan deity. And then all the book of Mahaprabhu pastimes upon request, only Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. So what happens is Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur described a lot of pastimes in a very detailed manner, in so detailed this Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Mangal, that you have to see any ordinary person who starts reading and then following will be lost sometimes because it is so deep, so intense actually. And because of that much glorification, so many nice events in Mahaprabhu, he couldn't put it in the Chaitanya Bhagavat. So then they requested, with the glories or with the blessings of Madan Mohan, try to write Mahaprabhu's autobiography. Then he gets the permission to write the Mahaprabhu's pastimes actually. And then he has been dictated. Then Chaitanya Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami himself tells that I have not written this. This is written directly by Madan Mohan actually. Then he confirms this Chaitanya Charitamrita what I have no position or eligibility to write it. This is directly Madan Mohan instructing me every day and I am writing this. And this is being described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah, this is the one, right? If you see in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, what we have to understand this whole meaning of this paragraph is, Krishna's opulence is described as 25 moons basically. When he describes the beauty of Krishna, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur describes Krishna's beauty as 25 moons. This is and Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is a great disciple and got direct blessing from Mahaprabhu that he used to do Kama Gayatri every day in the banks of Radhakund and Shyamkund actually. Kama Gayatri also confirms that it has 25 moons. Krishna has 25 moons actually if you have to describe Krishna's body. But in the writings of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, it is said that Krishna has 24 and a half moons only. So this is a question that is bugging the mind of Krishna Chakravarti Thakur, and he says, where is this 24 and a half coming? Where is this 24 and is this a mistake? I know that he cannot make mistake because he's a very renowned, he's an accurate writer. So then he doesn't want to go and question his work, but he used to think in an honor. In his dream, Radharani appears. What he wrote is correct. Don't question his writing. If you see, Radharani says Krishna has 24 and a half moons only, and she tells how this 24 and a half moons. Each nail of Krishna is compared to a moon actually. So if you sum it up, Krishna's feet has 10 nails, that is 10 moons. Krishna hands have 2 hands has 10 nails, 20. Krishna's cheek is also compared to a moon. Both the cheeks are 22, and sometimes in the description of Krishna's I don't know what chin is also one moon. So his chin is like a moon. That's how it. So 23, and then 23. And this forehead is a moon actually, and then his kapal actually this part is one moon, that is 25. That is according to the this Kama Gayatri as well as Vishnu writings also. But then later, after so much of understanding, Radharani confirmed Krishna's by this one the kapal is only half because it's Ardha Chandrakar, it's not a full moon. That's how it is compared. It's a moon, but it's Ardha Chandrakar actually. So that is the 24 and a half which Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Such a very, very renowned writer, and given this Chaitanya Charitamrita is not a normal. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that if this whole world is collapsed, and then we lost every epic, all the Upanishads, Itihasas, everything is destroyed. Only we have Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Still, people have the way to go back to Godhead. And even if in the worst situation, even Bhagavatam also gets destroyed, it is still okay because Chaitanya Charitamrita can take people back to Godhead. That's what Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur confirming. That is the power of Chaitanya Charitamrita that we have to understand. And going forwad, Bhakti Ratnakar, it is also mentioned that he met Srinivas Acharya also met. These are very, very principal associates. And then Sri Raghava when he arrived in Vrindavan actually. Krishna took initiation from Raghunath Das Goswami, which is very good to mention, very important information. And in the temple there is a wooden sandal which is said to have been, which is Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami's one. His cottage and Samadhi tomb you can see in Radhakund. His disappearance took place after the Raghunath Das Goswami. In the sequence of events, what happens actually. And this is Shukla Dwadasi Tithi of Ashwina month. I really wanted to sing this. This is a very beautiful song. But since offering is going on, we can take 2 minutes. If you want to sing, or I can just go. Let's sing this because these songs remind of all our Vaishnava Thakurs and remembers this thing. Jayanilo Premadhana Koruna Pracho Jayanilo Premadhana Koruna Pracho Eno Prabhu ko thagela Acharya Thakur Eno Prabhu ko thagela Acharya Thakur kaha mora swarup rupa kaha sanatan kaha mora swarup rupa kaha sanatan kaha dasa raghunatha patita pavan kadasa raghunatha patita pavan kamura bhatta juga kaha kavira kamura bhatta juga kaha kavira ekakale kotha gela gora natara ekakale kotha gela gora natara pashane kuti bho matha anale pashibo kashane kutibo matha anale pashibo gaurangera gunera nidhi kotha gele pabo gauranga gunera nidhi kotha gele pabo se sab sangira sange je koilo bilas se sab sangira sange je koilo bilas se sangana paye kande narottama das se sangana paye kande narottama das Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Somebody can read translation. So like that we have Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Saranagati has beautiful songs. Narottam Das Thakur has written very great songs remembering our Vaishnava Thakurs. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I might have made lot of mistakes, but I just wanted to give a glimpse of the greatness of our Acharyas, and we have to understand when we are reaching out to Krishna, there is a process that we have to glorify, and we have to understand the mood of our Gauriya's parampara, and Guru Parampara actually. Why even when our Guru Maharaj talks about Acharyas, we should know what is the background of all this. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Shalat Bhaktavrinda ki jai. So everybody is born mostly in Bengal only, Mataji. So what happens in the case of Raghunath Bhatta is he is born to Tapan Mishra. Tapan Mishra is already a scholarly person actually, but he is still stuck. People. This is an example that you can't say we have read all the scriptures, but there is some question which is. So Tapan Mishra, that time he identifies, he gets in a dream that he has to go and meet Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu, he goes and joins. Mahaprabhu was not initiated, he was Nimai. So he was running a university kind of thing, teaching all this knowledge. So once he learns the knowledge, he gets attracted, and at the same time Raghunath Bhatta is also born. Both of them, they want to serve him directly. They said no more going back and all. But Mahaprabhu says, go back to Kashi, stay there, I'll come back. Then Mahaprabhu travels back to Kashi, and then he stays in Chandrasekhar there. Chandrasekhar, but he comes and takes food in Tapan Mishra, so that's how he gives the chance actually. So nice. Then that time onwards, they get to eat remnants of Mahaprabhu. They get so much attracted. Mahaprabhu says, you stay here. That time Raghunath Bhatt gets attracted too much, and then he travels back to Puri. He serves him so nice. He has multiple talents, like just singing talents. Mahaprabhu wants to hear from him the Bhagavatam. And he cooks very nicely. I mean, Raghunath Bhatta is a great cook, like Vaishnava cook that we should know. Mahaprabhu is so much impressed. He gives his Kanti Mala to him. Imagine like who gets that opportunity. And he gives Gunja Mala from Jagannath, betel nut and everything. And with that he gets his ecstatic symptoms more grow. But he will go back to Sarva Tapan Mishra because he doesn't want him to leave his parents. But he also tells him that don't get married, because now you're on a right path. If you get married, you get diverted. So he doesn't marry, and he will be constantly remembering Lord for 28 years, 19 years actually. After that, he comes back to, when Tapan Mishra leaves his body, he comes back to Kashi, Puri again. And he will say that now he will serve for him for 8 months there actually. And then he just serves in all aspects, like serving him, cooking for him, cleaning and everything. Then Mahaprabhu says 8 months is fine, now we have to go to Vrindavan and meet Rupa and Sanatan actually. And then when they meet Rupa and Sanatan also goes into ecstatic ecstasy, the way he's singing and all that. So then Raghunath Bhatt has this idea of Rupa and Sanatan instruction, you have to stay. He used to just take bath in Radhakund and used to just chant a lot of names, and he used to feel ecstatic whenever he sees that Gunjamala and all that. Then he wants to build a temple for Radha Govindji. He will think that this is the instruction. Feels that it's an instruction. He just with the help of a king who is already there connected to Kashi and Vrindavan, he orders, and then he comes with his word and then builds a Radha Govindji temple, Radha Govind temple there. And he installs the deities and all. There is a big pastime there. Actually, when I am reading, I felt like, oh, I can't stop. Actually, it's like going on. That pastime, how he enters the temple, how he establishes Radha Govindji. He was so much attracted there, he just leaves his life in the feet of Radha Govindji, staying in Vrindavan itself. And he writes, they said that he didn't write so many books like Raghunath Das. Raghunath Das has written many books actually. And some of the books are sold out. They stopped printing also. Unfortunately, I saw actually some are Tavavali and all that. And Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is also protected by Radharani when he's kind of writing, sharing his realizations or chanting and everything. There is nice pictures of Radharani protecting him actually. So there is a lot, Mataji. Has a book autobiography. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Devotees blessings. Yeah, it's all presentation. And yeah, I got shit this much.
Shiva Jayo Jayo Gaura Shande Arati Kushova Shiva Jayo Kushova Janavi Tatavani Jagamanhalobha Akinene Tanishan Vame Godhadara Nikate Advaita Shini Vasa Chatradhara Nikate Advaita Nikate Advaita Shini Vasa Chatradhara Viva Vashi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane Arati Karena Brahma Adi Devakane Arati Karena Brahma Adi Devagane Nara Hari Adhikori Chamarandhulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Goshadhikaya Shiva Shankar Bhaje Ganda Bhaje Adi Karatada Mridanga Bhaje Paramharasara Shanka Bhaje Ganda Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Shanka Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Haribo 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 Shiva Bahu Koti Chandrajini Adhanau Jalo Gala Deshe Bhana Mala Kore Rahamhala Shiva Shiva Shuka Naradhata Preme Gadhagada Vakati Vinodadiki Gora Sambadha Vakati Vinodadiki Shiva Jayo Oh Jayo Gora Chande Aroti Kushobha Raghamana Lobha Danavi Tatavani Jaghamana Lobha Orangena Rati Kushobha Jagajana Manalopa Gaurangena Ratikushoba Jagajana Manalopa Jagajana Manalopa Jagajana Manalopa Haribo 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 Gora Haribo Rita Gora Haribo 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 Gora Haribo Rama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Namaste Saraswati Deve Auravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Auravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Play regular. Regular. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Lada Daine. Hiranyakashipu Rashaha. Shilatanka Nakalaye. Ito Narsimho Bharato Narsimho. Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimho. Bahi Narsimho Hridaye Narsimha. Narsimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Ishmaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashoda Violo Kaladavamanam Paramrishtamatyantato Drutagopya Rudantam Muhurnetra Yugmam Rajantam Karamboja Yugmena Santanka Netram Muhursvashakam Patri Rekanta Kanta Stita Greva Damodaram Bhakti Badam Iti Driksvalila Birananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akhyapayantam Tadiyeshitagneshu bhaktirjitatvam Purna prematastam satavriti vande Varam deva moksham na moksham vadimva Nachanyam vrineham vareshadapiha Idam teva purnada gopala balam Sada me manasya virashtam kimanye Idam te mukhamboja atyantanile Vritam kuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopya Muhuschumbitam bimba raktadaram me Manasya virashtam malam lakshalabhye Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukkha Jalabdi Magnam Kripa Drishti Vrishtyanti Dinam Vatanu Grihane Shamam Agnyamedi Yakshi Drishya Kuveratmajo Baddha Murteva Yadvat Tvaya Mochito Bhakti Bhajo Kritocha Tata prema bhaktim svakame prayacha namokshe graho mesti damodareha. Namaste stu damne sfuradipti damne Tvadiyo darayanta vishvashya damne. Namo radhikaye tvadiyai priyaye Namo nantalilaya devaya tubhyam. Namo radhikaye tvadiyai priyaye Namo nantalilaya devaya tubhyam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe. Jaya Laddu Gopal, Jaya Laddu Gopal, Jaya Laddu Gopal, Jaya Laddu Gopal. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Ananta Dev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Haribol, 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 Haribol. Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol.